Coming, coming, coming.
We are live.
We are live. There we are. We are live. Hooray. So we are the Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igor. And together we make the Mad Scientists, which are quite mad quite often. That's it. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay, I want to say hi. I want to say hi. Let me say hi.
Yes, you're in, Eddie. What'd
Let
you
me
say? You want to what?
step off and say hi to Paula. Hi to Liz. Hi,
Hi,
Belinda.
Paul.
Okay, that's it.
Hi, Belinda. Hi, Eddie. Eddie's there.
Oh, hi, Eddie. You've got your
Right.
headphones on, right?
Oh, no, I haven't. No, that's
That-
all. It'll be all echoey. Just let me put the headphones on and it will stop being all echoey, hopefully.
and I will go off screen.
And I've just got to unwind the cable for my headphones from underneath the holder, camera holder, because it's sitting down there on
Oh,
the floor.
hold on to your seats. Maybe I should come back.
Right, let's plug that in. Right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, and there's no
I
echo.
can hear you. Hooray! Right, well, I got a lot of stuff on my desk today. We will get rid of most of it. I've got my box of bits here because I like boxes of bits, and there's some quite hefty stuff in there. There's
Hi,
rusty iron bits,
Fran.
mechanism. Hi, Kathy.
Hi,
Hi,
Kat.
Miriam. And these are some bits that my husband gave me just yesterday, and I'm going, ooh, these are flanges. Really, I think they're little space robots myself, but there we go. And a piece of tubing that was cut off the end of a job they were doing, so I've got that. And then there's this weird thing down here. I must show you this weird thing down here. This weird thing down here is an insulator, and there's a bit of a story behind it. It's been on the side of our house for 40 or more years, something like that. And as the guy was painting the wall, I said, "Can you get that down for me? It's not attached to anything. I'd like to keep it." So he cut it for me. So great big iron thing. He cut it off for me. Lovely. So one of them's cracked. The ceramic is cracked, but the other one is completely whole, and it's immensely heavy. So if I'm going to use this, I'm going to have to take it apart somehow, and that could be difficult because this this nut, bolt, whatever, is completely rusty. You couldn't move it with your hand.
My suggestion is the one that's cracked, you're going to get that one off
Yeah, probably. Undo the wire, yes.
and maybe put it back together after it's off. So, somewhat.
Maybe. I'll have to do that and see what happens, there's bits of wire I can pull up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you may have to do a controlled break on the other one to be able to get that one off too.
There are things you can put onto rusty bolts and then leave them for a while and then come back and have a go in a while, maybe a few days or something. I know all that because I've seen people doing restorations where they do that. So that's worth a try. Oh, you know something? This slice through the metal here looks awfully like copper.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, isn't that interesting? Ooh. Thick, fat bits of copper. Lovely. Well, that's something. Let me put this out of the way.
What's that thing with the pump? She's getting there, Paula. She's
coming.
Tell you.
With the pump. Yes. Next thing with the pump. Oh, just dropped me. Who's it on the floor? There we go. Thing with the pump. Yes. This is one of two pieces I got off eBay. They are both insufflators. One is DeVille Biss and the other is a Harris RAF one. This is the RAF one. And this one works. You can feel it blowing on my arm, coming out of there. And if you undo this, you can actually put stuff in there. And that's what I want it for. I would put stuff in here, and the stuff I've already got, I would put in Fuller's Earth. Lovely fine powder, really fine. Because I saw this guy distressing this wall, rusting it up. And it was a metal wall, and he had 3 bolts in it. And he'd done it all with paint and sprays and stuff, and it was looking great. And then when he finished, he came up with the insufflator. His was a great big machine with a compressor. So, you know, it was a sort of car spray type thing, one of those more industrial things. But mine is just a little one. And what he did, he puffed this Fuller's Earth onto it and then left it to dry. And when it was done, oh my, the Fuller's Earth gave it that lovely sort of gritty texture. Really enhanced the grittiness of it no end. And I thought, that's exactly what I want for my stuff. If I put iron paint on something, that would be brilliant. It'd probably be quite good even on copper, because when you see copper rust and verdigris rather, it does rust on decay and corrode with particles. It's not all smooth and flat. Some of it is, but some of it has actually particles in it. So that would be lovely if I could see that.
Insulators back and look at those bolts and see how they rusted.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not picking it up again because it's quite heavy. But yeah.
Hi, Liz.
So
hi, Martha.
I've also got the pieces that I've had a while, like this one. Hi, Silver Granny.
Yep, that's
Did I say hi to Belinda? Hi, Martha. And this one, I've counted in the segments. There are 12. So that would make a rather nice clock.
I think so.
That would make a lovely clock. And then there's this that I bought during COVID, thinking it would be a good master in the supermarket. But it missed up quite quickly, so I think it's more a decorative piece than anything else. And this does actually come off, this piece, I think. I seem to remember it comes off.
The face plate?
No, the bottom piece. I pulled the top by mistake now.
Wouldn't you walk in a grocery store or a pub or a deli with Fran while she wore her COVID mask?
Well, I've got a cloth one that looks like steampunk.
Yes.
And I've worn that one in the supermarket. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this piece actually unclips here, down here, so it comes off. So.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Darth Vader. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very Darthy, isn't it? So I was thinking I could put things on there. Like, for instance, if you remember from the other day, I was looking at this. That would look quite nice on there. But it's flat, so it won't fit on here. One would have to make a new one. But it's only made of air dry clay. So when you take it out of the doodah, you could bend it into position. Or you could make a polymer clay one and get a former that is exactly the right shape, and it would fit on there no end. Or that shape. It doesn't have to be in the same place. You could put it anywhere. So, you know, you could stick it down there and have it, the wings fold down, fold flat to the mask, in other words. That would be lovely. I would enjoy doing that. And there's other things you can do with that. There's lots of other pieces. So there we are. There's another one. And then some of the other pieces my husband gave me. Where did they go? Where did I put them? Oh, they're up here. These funny things. I got him a new chair. And these were round the stem of the chair, you know, the pistony bit, the gas-filled raising and lowering the seat bit, whatever they call it.
Hydraulic piece?
That's it, yeah. So they make quite nice little cups or something. I mean, you could turn them into, I'll have to think about what to turn them into. And then he also gave me these pieces.
That's an office
which
chair.
I think were also part of the chair again. And these are rather nice little, quite hard, quite solid tubes, much solider than toilet roll tubes. And they come with a little foam tube as well. Woohoo! So I'm doing quite well with the bits.
Paula says, well, Miriam says, astronaut, Fran, steampunk astronaut. And Paula says, I think you might get a SWAT team and helicopter. Tesco alert, Fran, with BBC News.
That would be great, wouldn't it? When I take it off and say, "It's only me. Can I get the milk now?" That'd be great. This I think it's 4 of these I've got, and they're from the Varian machine that treats cancer. And these things were no longer any use. They were about to be thrown away. The control panel thingy, and that one's even slightly broken at the top, you can see. So I've got lots of these. I've got about 4 of them. And look at the lovely spaceship that would make.
Well, I was thinking it would be a pickleball paddle, but what do I know?
Whatever. You can turn it into whatever you like. It's me, so it's probably a spaceship.
Lynn
So I've got tea bags here.
Lynn says you could be a winged Avenger with those wings on your face mask. The winged Avenger. Yeah.
Winged Avenger. Exactly. Yes. Just want to put the thingamy on, make it a bit safer to hold about. So I've got some empty tea bags, the self-fill type ones, like these. I've got a bigger size as well, but I don't know where that packet is. So I've got those. And I've also got all these bags with tea still in them that have been in this bag for ages. And look at the lovely patterns on some of them. Isn't that lovely? I like that. Really nice.
I love what Paula did with hers.
What was that? Oh, the tea bags. Yes, yes. Yes, exactly. That's what making me think about them. But they've been on the desk for a while. Yep. And
eyes on.
Oh, I've been using my acrylic wax, and I used it in this here book, art book, and I painted that one.
Oh, this is new to me.
I'm sure I've shown you it before.
You think?
I had painted it over the top to seal it with Mod Podge, and all it did was stick. You can see it tore a bit there. But I've gone over it now with the acrylic wax, and this one I did some few days ago, and it's perfectly fine. So I think the wax sheets are US, no longer required. But I'll keep it there for a bit, and I'll close it, and I might put something on top to see if pressure would make it stick together, just to be sure, you know, because then I could actually do things with it and put stuff with it, you know. Already got some tissue paper on it, and this was the lift off thing using a text stencil where I lifted out the colour before sealing it. And this one, I can't remember exactly what I did, but pretty much the same. But some of these bits of tissue have actually got bits of tissue because they've got some. Oh, that must be a text stamp. It can't possibly be.
It's on the other one too. You've got it on the first one too.
That's an odd language. It's not an English language, that one. I don't know what it could be, but it's a lovely stamp, that one.
Hi, Colleen.
But I did have some. It's because it's blue, because I used to have some, well, still have on the computer, some poetry that I did and printed out with blue letters. So it made me think it was that, but it's not. So just a few other things were designs of stamps, testing out stamps. And I found those stamps at long last. They're down here. They were in a tin.
Everyone wants to see the bottle again of the acrylic wax. They want to see what it looks like. So hold that up. It's right in front of you, Fran. You've got a bite check.
Oh, you see, I lost it. And it was right there. It was from Colourcroft, but you can get acrylic wax in other makes, I've heard. Because we were talking about it on the gel plate, one of the gel plate Facebook groups. And Estelle Banks was saying that she had some, I think. I think she said she had some. And she sort of egged me on to try it out as a sealer, because that's what it's supposed to be. One of the things it's supposed to be. But it just says, water resistance with the feel and appearance of a wax varnish. Buff for extra gloss or sand for matte. Water and heat resistance. and it says nothing else whatsoever. So after I'd bought it for some reason or other and put it away somewhere, and then came back and found it, I had no idea what to use it for. So it's nice to finally find a use. I've had it for about, I don't know, 8 years at least, maybe a bit longer, maybe more like 16 years. Because it's on one of the trips we came here, and that was 8 years ago, and the other one was another 8 years before that. So one of those. Right. These are the little stamps that I found. Oh, you remember I did those neck bracelets? This is what I did them with.
Oh.
I found 3 of them, but these are the other ones that were in a tin. I finally found them. Hooray. I was thinking to have another go with these and do them without giving them a frame around them and just putting the holes inside. That way you would make a smaller bracelet, or you could have more pieces going around your wrist and it wouldn't look quite so chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought. And Sharon would know what I was thinking about with these. I made a couple of scroll work stencil, and these are old scroll work designs that I made in rubber stamps, carved in rubber stamps. So Sharon will know what I'm talking about with those.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hi, Colin. Hi, Kathy.
Paula, we're going to find out. She's going to take those pages that she put the wax on and put something heavy on them and, off to the side, and then come back and see if they stick. So
yeah, because it used to have this wax paper in between each page. It was one sheet for each page. And I couldn't use it because I had to keep the wax paper there to stop it sticking. So we will now find out whether that acrylic wax works. I mean, so far it's worked, and I did it. Did one of them at least a week and a half ago, the blue one, and the other one I did about 2 days ago, maybe 3. So far, brilliant. But as I say, if I put a heavy weight on it, that will make certain, I can find out if it's going to have any effect. And some other things I found in one of my boxes, loads of packs of cards. And these ones are spices. And I think they're wonderful. They're such lovely designs. I think they're absolutely wonderful. Look at these.
Oh, I would love those. I love going to the Herbal Academy online and Mountain Rose Herbs.
Saffron.
Their sites to learn more about herbs.
Nigella.
Oh.
Anise. They're all over the place. I mean, it's a whole pack of these things. Yeah. All the way through. It's not just on the picture cards you get them. They're on everything. So I think that's brilliant. And I've got various other things in these packs of cards. One was
wax.
Sorry?
Kathy wants to be sure that you come back and let us know. We will let you all know how the wax works. She'll probably do it in a stream.
Yep, probably. Yeah, one of the other packs I have of these is of insects, and I've already used that in something quite some years ago. So I made little tiny pages for a little tiny book with them.
Eddie loves the cards too. Did you say those are by Nigella?
No, that was one of the herbs, Nigella.
Yes, that's what I thought you said.
Heritage Playing Card Company, thereby. heritageplayingcards.com. That's what it says. It says this is manufactured under license from Trio View Limited. Printed in Belgium. Wow.
There you go. Right there.
There's I don't know if you can see it because it's blooming fuzzy.
God. They have wonderful selection.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Silver. Oh, it's a lovely name, Silver. And I keep wanting to add hi-ho to it.
Okay, Lynn, thank you for being here. Lynn has to go. She has an appointment.
Bye, Lynn. Bye-bye. Right, and I've also got this. This is, I used to get my Tyvek in long wooden tubes,
Hmm.
cardboard tubes like this, only a lot fatter. This fat, in fact. And this is the top off one of them. You never know, it might be useful. Hoo hum. So let's get rid of some of these things, and I'll do a bit more work on that box of mine, which I'll show you what I've done while you weren't watching. It's not much. It's all right. It's not too bad. I can't sometimes I just can't sit there and do nothing. Sometimes I get, oh, I want to do that. I want to just try this, see if it works. See what that looks like. You can always pull it off and paint again.
I pulled out a bunch of my crochet threads and embroidery threads so I could play with freeform different colors of crochet, little bits of crochet. And it's like, oh, I like those colors. I like that color. Next thing I know, I'm over on the gel plate trying to put those color combos on the gel plate.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I managed to glue his little feet together to his body. So got that done. Daft as a brush.
Okay, Paula. Paula's fish and chips arrived.
Hooray!
She may be typing and her fingers may slip, so either her words will be with food in her mouth or buttery and greasy.
Yep.
So you never know what she will say.
So what was I going to do? Oh, the box right there. There we are. Now then, I'll show you what I've done so far. Now, I have these Chicago screws here. You can see that I've added a bit of the patina to them.
I think that looks fabulous.
And on the back, where the cardboard was, I painted the cardboard, so now they look much nicer. Mm-hmm. I love the sort of ironish sort of look to the Chicago screws, sort of like rust. Mm-hmm. And I love that. I think that's gorgeous. So I've got this spray from Modern Metal Masters, green patina, in this big thing. The thing is that I was finding is that when I spray it, I get quite a thick stream. I don't get a fine spray. So what I've done is I've got one of the bottles I got with the tops, and I put some in there, and it gives me a much finer spray. Oh boy, does it. Because look at this. Look at how much finer that is. Isn't that better? I've got little spots all over it. Lovely.
And I was going to tell you I don't have a spray bottle in front of me. When you can get these coffee stirrers, they look like mini straws or drink stirs, a drink stir.
Yeah.
Drink stir. They're like small, short straws. And I've seen this done on cans of WD-40 and other spray cans. You can put that straw in the nozzle. It'll slip right in there. So there's like a long straw sticking out of that nozzle, and you can be even more specifically direct. It will fit. I've seen some. If you buy a can of WD-40 and sometimes a spray foam can or something like that, that's air compressed can. So when you spray it,
you get a little red plastic straw on the end of that. Yeah.
Yeah, some red or whatever color they use, but and you could probably find one in a.
I was actually thinking of it as a more directed spray, because you could direct this, but it comes out in a thick stream. Well, not thick, right. But a single fat stream. Whereas this comes out with a delicate spray. So you get a more delicate pattern instead of just getting a big blob. That's what I thought.
Okay.
You see that lovely, lovely pattern there? I think it's wonderful. Just trying to show you.
There you go.
It's not easy. It's too much shine on it, but it's lovely.
No, you tilt it back or tilt it forward, and I think we could see it better. Tilt it forward.
Is that forward?
No, that's back. That's forward. There you go. Now we can see the spots.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. It looks aged. It looks like it's one
Yeah.
to age.
Yes, that is exactly what we want. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So what I'm thinking now is, should I do the same with this bit? Because this is going to go in and out. And I'm thinking perhaps I shouldn't put copper slug tape on it. But I'm not sure. It took me a while doing this piece. I had to do separate bits and cut it to shape. Because when I did it going straight across and cut it to fit around the curve, I ended up with jagged gaps, like you would. And I had to do it like that, you see. Whoops.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
You can see that there are gaps. But it doesn't matter so much on the inside, but it did on the outside. So it's why I went round it with a smooth bit. And because I was using the large tape, I had enough freedom to be able to cut a decent sized piece out of that. I could cut it all right. Just about the right depth.
Will it affect the opening and close? Not that you're going to open and close it a great deal, but
not really. No.
Will it affect will it push against, be too thick for opening and closing?
Well, that's the reason why I was thinking about it, because actually it's getting compressed, so it's getting thinner than it ought to be, you see. So that's why I thought I could maybe put some painty papers on it, maybe. I was thinking that, possibly. Otherwise, it's slug tape. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe painty papers might be a good idea, because I'm going to cover this anyway.
Okay.
Not that, but, So I thought that might work. And maybe some gel prints might work. I'd have to look through what we've got and see what I can use. And I still want to put this on the inside down there, but I want to put a plate down there. You can see that it's quite uneven.
Yeah.
So I need to put a stabilizing, flattening piece of card or something down there. It doesn't have to be particularly thick. Just something that gives you a nice base so that when you put that in, it sits flat. That's what I was thinking. Or what I could do is simply cut a piece the right size, cover it with this, and then just slot it in. It could be removable then if you wanted. Mm-hmm. That might work much better. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea. So,
if you put a tab on it to where it's under the tab, part of the tab goes under, then you can just pull the tab and pull it out. So much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've got some card here, which I could cut to the right.
We're happy you're here, Belinda, that you've commented and all the thumbs up. And if y'all need to go into lurk mode and just listen and watch while you do your own crafts, that's good. That's okay.
Yeah. Kathy made a statement. What, the one where she's going into lurk mode to make a couple of projects?
Oh, no, something way up. She said something that probably brought Belinda out of the woodwork. Yeah, it was Hio Silver or something.
Oh, I could say I've only seen the reruns, but I'd be fibbing. I just say.
I'm with you, Kathy. Yeah, Bonanza and Hio Silver and Maverick and Bat Masterson and Wild Wild West, and
I think I'll cut that piece off. That's going to be in the way. There we go.
Well, actually, that could have worked as the tab.
No, I want a bigger tab so that
I see. Okay.
So the other side I'm cutting off.
Then yeah, get rid of it.
I left it on because I wasn't sure what I was going to use the bit of card for, you see.
Wagon train. Yes, wagon train was another. Oh, and my husband would say, and don't forget rawhide. And I don't know how many other he knows. And he could probably.
Casey Jones?
That one I don't know.
Oh.
Was that an old TV show?
Yeah, on trains and things. Old Wild West trains.
Rifleman. That's another one he knows. Yep. Like I said, he could probably tell you sing the song or the words for you, probably badly too, but as long as we're talking old shows. Saturday, was it Saturday night, Sunday night? Sunday night, where were we? We were on the floor in front of the TV watching Walt Disney World.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to flatten that a bit. Move that other way just.
And
Oh, well,
Miriam is making tags your style to keep.
my style?
Yeah, to keep.
Oh, AKCs.
Yes.
Tags.
Yep.
TKCs.
A artist
Tag keeping cards.
or artist keeping tags, AKT.
Okay. Either way.
Okay, now
What
my
a pu-
brain hurts.
I had a pair of scissors a minute ago. What have I done with it?
The Texan. I don't remember that one, Beth.
I liked the Virginian.
The Virginian, yes.
Where the devil have I put that? Oh, it's right up there next to the box. God dear. What a palaver. Now, if I put it...
Thank you. You didn't say idiot.
Ooh, didn't I? I'm sorry. I can do it again.
No, you can't.
Let's see.
And Daniel Boone. Davy Crockett.
Frontier.
And Daniel Boone.
Doesn't really matter whether it's in the middle or not. So, tiddly pom.
Tiddly pom. Piddly poo. What was it, Russ? We've canceled our direct TV, so we won't be having that anymore, which is fine by me. Because I don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch him watch TV, and he's like watching Criminal Minds and Boom Boom. What's the other one? Law and Order reruns, and I'm like, we're paying for direct TV for you to watch those reruns. Don't think so, buddy. That's a lot of stencils and paint being wasted.
I love that attitude. Lovely.
Yeah, cancel that. So for the past year, he's been saying, "Well, we're going to cancel. We're going to." For it's been about a year or so. He's been saying that, and he finally did it.
Doesn't matter if there's nothing on that side. It's this side I want. So if I put it there like that, then I can fold it over. I haven't got anything to put on that, but I can always put some of this on there. That would be nice. Right, let's do that.
Well, you don't want anything on the bottom part because it's just going to be on the bottom and not seen and get more wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
So you just want whatever's going to be showing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Uh-huh. King of the Wild Frontier.
Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier.
Earworm.
See, we did get American TV shows occasionally.
Occasionally. Not necessarily all that good.
Well, we get a lot of Lucy. I love Lucy.
Yeah, saw that.
Yes. I always waited for Christmas to see which one the Christmas movie was going to be. Was it going to be White Christmas or that one with Jimmy Stewart in?
Oh, yeah, with Clarence. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Russ watches that every
Mhm.
year. He records it or what. He's going to be missing it because we won't have DirecTV anymore.
Or Harvey.
Or I love Harvey. Yep, I'll be. Let's see. What year is it?
It's 2023, dear. I know about the future. It's the past I've had trouble with.
Yeah, I'll be 66 this year. Holy moly.
Don't say things like that.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think I'd live this long, so I'm okay with it.
Well, yeah, I guess. Right, let's snip some bits, turn them over. Probably have to snip them again because I won't have them very accurate. I'm just winging it.
GE, good enough.
Well, you won't see it anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, corners, just enough to get it down. A bit on there. And I'll have to snip that bit. And that bit. So I can turn it over. Turn that over. And stick that to there. That's not very sticky, that corner. Let's put a bit more on that.
Is that paper or tissue?
No. Neither.
Fabric?
Sort of. It's a colour catcher sheet.
Oh, okay. So it's a
So
fiber.
it's probably made from lint, fibrous thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So it absorbs the glue quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure you put some glue on, or it just disappears.
And you should probably let that dry a while before you stick it down in there.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stick it in there, am I? I'm just going to push it in.
Well,
That's the whole idea.
if that glue comes through that color catcher, it'll stick to the box itself and you'll never get it back out.
Oh, I know, yeah. Well, I've got to put something on the tab yet. There we go. This one. Come on, glue, join in. Half get quite stubborn,
Somebody needs to,
and it's no good saying acetate to it or acetone because it doesn't work.
somebody needs to say
Tried,
chat so I know it didn't freeze up.
huh?
Chat hasn't moved in a bit, and I need someone to say something so I can. Yeah, in almost in about 7 minutes. There we go. Thank you, Beth. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Beth. I was getting concerned. Okay, I appreciate it, you guys. Okay, back to your playtime. Be in here.
So I now got a piece
Frozen though,
of wax.
Glenn. It's just that nobody was saying we were all focused. Whatever we're doing, we were all focused. So, but I appreciate everybody checking in and letting me know that it wasn't frozen.
All right, what is this? Why is this? Where's the end? Hello, come to. There we are. There's the end. Couldn't find the end. Cutty, 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 cutty. Got a nice bit of tissue. Tra la 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 la. Oops. Use that nice straight bit there. Might need a couple of pieces. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, I wanted to ask Lisa, as long as she's here. Lisa sent me some really cool fabric, and I wanted to ask if it would be considered PFD fabric.
Hmm? What is that?
Well, it's prepared for dyeing. In other words, it's fabric that has no whiteners on it. It's
Ah, I know what you mean now. Yeah.
yeah, so you can color it or tie dye it or do whatever you want to it. There's no treatment to it. There's nothing done to it. No whiteners or anything. It's like unbleached, no whiteners, anything. So I'm wondering if I'm going to test it only because I want to do. I've done two little image transfers and it worked great, Lisa. It worked great. Um, the reason I asked if it was PFD fabric is because it feels, yeah, there's no sizing, absolutely no sizing or anything on it, but it feels thicker than a cotton. It's not a cotton fabric. It's more like a woven, and it's words are hard.
Smooth, rough.
Well, it's just thicker like a muslin, but a heavy muslin. And there,
Hessian.
okay.
You can get quite thin Hessian.
Well, this is thicker. This is a thicker, a heavier, thick fabric. Like it's not burlap. It's beautiful. I love the feel of it. Um, so there's two types of fabric. There's RTD and PFD. There's ready to dye, which means there's no starches, sizings, or finishes or anything to it. Um, and then there's PFD, which is it has no optic whiteners added, and it's an off-white color, which is more like what I feel I have. Um,
There we go. That should
right.
be fine. Just let it dry up, and that'll be lovely. So we've got an insert for the bottom. Lovely, good,
Good color choice
great.
too.
I might put another bit of card on that side to give it a bit of stiffener. Maybe. So we've got an inner. Now we've got to think about the other bits. Am I going to bother doing anything with the inside other than just colour?
Yes. Yeah, it's as heavy as a denim, but it's not a denim. Canvas. I mean canvas. Canvas is the word I was trying to think of.
Oh.
But it's woven. It's a woven fabric. And Lisa said it was a fabric used in a fabric mill to cut pattern pieces for children's clothing. So
Sailcloth?
no, I don't think I've ever held sailcloth, but I don't. It's not that. It's a fabric that's made that there's nothing done to it. It's just woven together, and there's nothing added or done, shrinkage or anything. And they used it for making the template for patterns for clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very sturdy, very sturdy. I love it. I cut two small pieces, probably like ATC size, and did two image transfers, and they worked beautifully using laser prints.
So I'm only going to use it by putting white on here. Then
What
I can add the sprays afterwards.
is that, gesso?
Yep, white gesso.
Okay.
Don't really want to watch paint dry, do you, as well as me painting it? We're going to do some gel printing later. Don't worry, it's going to get more interesting later.
Yeah, you've got like 13 minutes. 13 minutes? Yeah, 13.
Well, if I don't complete the gessoing, I'll stop and we'll go on to the gel plate.
Somewhere in there. So you're almost at half.
See, I don't need to worry about the base because I'm going to be putting that piece in as a base plate. Just got to be careful of the top here because I've put the copper tape on, so.
Well, while you're painting and getting everyone so excited, I wanted to show my prints that I pulled recently. These are a couple prints, and I need some ideas. I want to. Where's Paula? Paula, are you still all greasy? You have some good color combos. They're not done. They're not done to me. They need something, and I want to come back with Posca pens or markers or Prismacolor I want to do something. I don't know if I want to add more stencil design or just start mark making or what. Yes, doodles, something that needs something more. It just doesn't feel done. There's that one. There's this one. This one obviously needs something more. This is just two colors and two stencils. Then there's that one. Again, just a couple colors, similar stencils. I love that stencil. Can't think of the name of it right now. This is tissue paper. It needs something. And Mariah. Good idea. Mariah, give me a link, or if you have it offhand. My goodness, why do I just assume you have nothing better to do? This one's one of my favorites, but it's not done. It needs something. P has done some in the past year. She's done some where she's done mark making or drawing or doodling. Yeah, one of my favorites. And that one and I'll show you in a minute. This is one of my favorites, these colors, but it needs something more. Yeah, you know what I mean, Mariah? your mom did she's done numerous, but I think it's been a while. Um, oh, what did I just watch the other day of her? Oh, Sgraffito. She needs to do that again. It's been a year. Just a hint. It, look, I watched one the other day, and it's like 11 months ago. It's like, okay, she needs to bring it back around because that's a really interesting technique, the Sgraffito. Um, this one, it just, they're not done. They're just not done. This is one I did. This one feels a little wet. This is one I did. It was actually one that wasn't done, and I went back and used the, my favorite stencil, and I did half of it, and then I flipped the stencil and put it over here and did the other half. And I don't like it. It needs to be fixed. That's another, that's my favorite because I love this stencil. But what I did with this one is I put the stencil down on the plate. Yes, the lattice. I love the lattice. I put the stencil down on the plate and wiped the paint over it. Scraped it through gently. So I put paint up at the edge, and then so it would go through and not go under. And some of them didn't stick. They actually had to come back because they peel up like little diamonds. I don't know if you could see that. There you go. You could see it peels up. Well, no, they can't see. Hold it up. Because it's an acrylic layer, so it peels right up. So I went back with a little bit of gloss, gel medium, and touched it up and a paintbrush. But that's one of my favorites. Needs work. It needs something. The same as this one. I did it again with the lattice. I love the lattice, but it needs something. This one absolutely needs something. What happened there? It's like I went so far and then I stopped. This one I think is overdone. And then we're back to that one. And this one I got mad at the colors, so I love this one, but it needs something, or it needs to be torn up for collage.
Uh-huh.
That one. Yes, it needs, yes, that one I think needs more layers. Yeah, it just, I think I just wiped off some transparent red that I had, finished it off in a little bottle, sample bottle, and I went, put it down, do that.
Uh-huh.
It's
I like the random scattery look to it.
Yeah, I did Sgraffito. That one I not this one.
No, I said scattery look.
Oh, I was reading Mariah's comment.
Was it? Oh, I beg your pardon. Sorry.
And then this one that I overkill. It was really overkill. Actually, backside. It's like I didn't know when to stop. There's so many of them. Look at this, Fran. Look at this one. Do we know what that is?
Oh, yes, we do.
Do we know what that is?
Yes, we do.
And we reversed it and went that way.
Huh?
And that way. Yeah, Sgraffito. I did. That's what made me think of it, Mariah. It's like, so I went back and looked for one of P's Sgraffito videos, and it was 11 months ago, so she's due to bring it round again. This one isn't too bad. This one I could see as a collage or in a small journal. This one really hurts.
Hurts.
It just hurts.
Poor thing.
And then this one was just well, that's just a brayer off. But it
Yeah,
needs,
but they're lovely brayer
yeah,
offs.
but they need something because my eyes tell me that this isn't done. That it just isn't done. So it needs something more to it. And I love when she takes what she's done and she embellishes them with paint pens or textures or sgraffito. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the
Or the paints or the pencils.
yes, or the pencils. And I have Prismacolors, so that's all I have to work with. But I do have a few Posca pens. Um, I just feel like it's not done. What do I want to do with them next? Um, my purpose for any of these would be journal covers or pages. So I don't see how I can do anything to them to improve them that they wouldn't, they wouldn't look good. It doesn't, I want to, I need choices. I need choices, Mariah. If you're looking for what to do next for streams or whatever, the sgraffito can come back around.
You're pushing the sgraffito quite strongly, aren't you?
I am. It's stuck in my head because I was playing with it. And I was, like I said, I was watching that video of Peace, and I've already watched it twice, I think, and it's just stuck in my head. What can I do with that? So I have to be bombarded with the scenes and the ideas, or or I forget because then I got to go off and cook or clean or do
Yeah,
something happy. So I need to be bombarded with the ideas so they'll stick, and
yeah,
then they'll roll around in my mind.
yeah. Real life kind of interferes, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Really does.
Yes, it does. Although I will say I was happy this.
Well,
Um,
you stay doing that because I've got to go and wash my brush now. I'll be back in a sec.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
I know she loves the sgraffito. I know she loves the embellishing and whatever else she does with the prints. I have more sitting over there. I've been busy the last few days, but it just there's so many of them. I look at them and I don't want to put them back down on the gel plate because they're I think they're done on the gel plate. I think they just seem like they're done, but they're not done. They need something more done to them. And all I could think of is okay, just pack them up and send them to P and let her finish them, or okay, Colleen, or bombard myself with old videos that she's done and get some inspiration there. This one drives me nuts. It's just something's wrong here. Something's not finished, or no matter how I look at it, it doesn't have a. It just doesn't have. It doesn't. There's nowhere for me to focus here.
Yeah, you need something to look at. Yes, because your eyes are moving around. Yes,
Doesn't it feel like
which is
that?
which is not bad, but you need something for the eyes to rest on. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mariah, that's a great idea. Go ahead and trim them up
You
and bind
see,
them.
you see that orange thing on the lower left. That one, yes. You could easily turn that into a fish. It looks very fish-like.
Right? But
Mm.
and there's
And that on that side is sort of like net, isn't it?
yeah. Okay, now we're getting.
Yeah, I like that idea. And you could have a little baby one down below.
So you're seeing undersea objects. You're seeing,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
I
with
am.
a net. Okay. This
With
is
a
not
net there.
what I
Yeah.
saw. Mariah has a good idea. Go ahead and cut them to whatever size I'm going to do them and then see where I'm going to go after that instead of being overwhelmed by the whole piece.
Yeah, yeah, that is a good point. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. To where I take my square and I find yes, I do have a Zutter. Yeah. Yeah, I make a square. What I do is I make a square. I had it here, and I don't have it here now, but I do have a corner piece of paper. So if I took a, okay, what do we see there? Okay,
I was picking something up. What do we see there?
what do we see
Now you
here?
can't see the fish.
No, but look at that piece right there. Not bad, eh?
Yeah. I like the fish.
Like,
Be stubborn.
now, if
Lovely.
I do it that way, that what you call fish, that's overly big to me. Okay, Julie. Hi, Julie. Bye, Julie. Thank you for being here.
Oh, bye, Julie. Hello, Julie. Didn't realise you were here. Hello. Well, I've been looking at the chat very much. Sitting there and happily painting.
Okay, now Mariah's got me. Thank you, Mariah. See, that's what I needed. Cut it down, break it down. Don't look at the whole thing as a whole. Look at it. Well, this one I already know. This one I think is going to be torn. I just like this one torn and stripped or something. I could see it. This one should go on the wall as know when to stop.
Mm. Well, you can always knock it back with something pale if you think it's a bit too dark.
Well, this is where I would look at it and actually look
Or
at
you
it.
could put
And
something like what's the one I'm thinking of? The one with the bamboo sort of crisscrossy. What is that called? Not mosaic. Oh, the one that looks like pieces of bamboo but crisscrossed. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing.
no, I know. I've got control. I'm sorry. I know what you mean. Yeah, my brain.
You know,
Okay.
so you've got lines going across like that, and you've also got them going like that, making crosses going up and down, and that's called something, and I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's not the
I'm
lattice.
no good with names. Lattice. It might be lattice. Morocco lattice or something. Melty Morocco, maybe. I don't know. Is that the one that looks like sort of bamboo lattice work? Don't know.
Oh, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. And
Good,
that's
good.
I
Because
thought what I would do next because after watching Elizabeth and then I watched Carrie and then I went back and watched Elizabeth again. And then I went looking for down a rabbit hole looking at P's old videos and came across Graffito. But anyway, I don't have I went through all my stencils. I
Melty Morocco, yes. That's
that
what I thought. Sorry,
yeah, the Morocco,
Candy
right?
said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Candy.
you Melty Morocco. Thank you. I don't have a stencil that has that's big. How to explain that? My stencils are
It's
either yours like this.
strips. Yeah.
No. I have the
Like
strip.
what? Like what? Like what? Like what?
Oh,
Can't see.
I'm sorry. So I have yours, right? But
Yeah.
like on this one. Well, actually, that's really not very. Da, 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 da. This one is better. So I have these.
Yeah.
They're small, so that's fine.
Yes.
But they are small. What I was thinking,
Small design. Yeah, you wanted a bigger design.
yeah, I
Is that
want
what you mean?
bigger as in
Ah.
bigger, open, more open,
Spaces. Yes. More open spaces.
so
Okay.
that I could do what P did and take these, and then now this is a bigger design, but it's random. I'm not liking it. But do
Yeah.
another layer over it with the bigger stencil. Layering. It's layering. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Beth, I'll go look. And then I went through all my stencils, and the only one I have that's big is this one or the honeycomb one that I cut myself. And the honeycomb one is
Uh-huh.
even only a partial plate. You can see it back on that blue one somewhere. Sure, you can.
Let me get rid of some of these things. They are heavy.
This one. This is the honeycomb one. That's the biggest.
Yes, that's a nice open one. You want something of that kind of size with more open spaces, but a
right.
bit more of it. Yeah.
So that the lattice work should come through.
Yes.
Because it's behind it. But anyway, yeah, I had some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up down a rabbit hole looking at partial, like from a year ago, PM Iter Studio. There might be longer than a year ago. PM Iter Studio videos. Just go down a rabbit hole, fall asleep watching them.
Mm-hmm. So that's nice now.
So anyway, thank you, Mariah, because I think you're right. I think if I break them down to a less overpowering size, I might get a better idea of what I want to do next with them. I appreciate it. Thank you. On the video I posted, ooh, I'd have to go back and look at that video because it might not even be in this pile. It's probably in the other pile. I will. I'll do that. I'll bring Fran back and I'll go look at that other pile. I'll be right back. There's Fran.
And I've got a jelly plate. I'll just give this a little bit of a smooge. This is getting very Detroitusy. Hang on, let's see if the other side is a bit nicer. The other side is quite a bit nicer. There we are. That's better, isn't it? And we've got a whiter sheet now. Lovely, nice white sheet. I've just got to clear some of these bits and tools that I've been playing with, like him. I've got various bits here. Gosh, so many bits and pieces. I was going to do some nice bits with an upcoming stencil, which I have and you may be able to have soon, which would be lovely if I could stop bits from falling over while I'm trying to do it. Oh.
As soon as Mariah can get them together, huh?
Yeah. There might be two pieces to it. Grandma and Grandpa might have to come a bit later. Depends. I mean, I can get Grandma up in the next day or two.
This is it.
But I don't know if Mariah can do with that fast. There we are. Now I've got somewhere to work. It's better. And a handful of jars.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
Stay. Good jars. Right. I've got some alcohol and some alcohol.
It's not, I just don't feel like it's done yet. And now I'm looking at it differently. So I'd have to go back and look and see how he did it. He just random cut them and he didn't look at where he was cutting and he just took what he got. Ooh, that would be probably easier on my brain. I'm looking at this bit right here. Just looking at that, and I see a baby alien.
Baby alien.
Look, right there, baby alien.
Yeah.
And off over here is the shadow of Mom looking at baby alien going, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's get back to Fran. And let me catch up with chat. What did I miss in chat? Thank you, Mariah. Good ideas. Hi, Joni. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think that's a good idea. I think cutting them down to size. I have okay, good idea. I'm gonna break it up again. I have a stack that I
There we
have
are.
down to size. See?
Oh,
Each
and
one,
there's Mummy in the corner. Hmm? Oh, yes.
both sides. There's some nice ones here that I really like, but some of them, but I look at like this one. I came back and I used a stamp. This was
Uh-huh.
Fran motivated me. I remember doing this after watching Fran do something with stamps. I came back and put stamps on it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's all right. It's all right. But the thing is, as many of these, they just still need something. Again, I watched you and I put toilet paper roll circles and then some sort of stamp. So this
Uh-huh.
one I would call done. This one maybe. I'm not into flowers so much anymore, but I seem to have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of rubber stamps with flowers. But they need something more. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
are not done yet. They need something more. And obviously
I
these are
like those. Those
yeah.
are lovely.
This is okay. Like it is. It's okay, but
Yep.
seem to be my favorite colors.
Yeah.
And they need like this one. This is all right. It's okay. I did the colors and it came back with the toilet paper thing,
Uh-huh.
circles, and then a stamp. That's good.
Uh-huh.
That's complete. But and then this one I used a silver Posca pen. Yeah, that didn't work out well. I don't like it.
Aren't you?
No.
Well, if you don't, you can always, I don't know, paint over it or put another layer of, put it on a gel plate and pick up some paint.
Well, what I would do is, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? What I would do is come along and throw some little bitty crocheted flowers on there and
Uh-huh.
bury it.
Yeah.
So I'd throw some flowers on there, crochet flowers or
Uh-huh.
something, and bury it. Yep, that's
Well,
all.
you could just use a crochet flower on the top and pretend that that's what you meant in the first place.
Yeah. That's what I meant in the first place.
Well,
Yeah.
what have I done there? I put something up there. I don't know what I did. I've got Mary Ellen Webber saying hi, Debbie, and I didn't mean to put that on the screen. I don't know what I've done.
You clicked on her name to highlight it, so go over
Did
there.
I?
Yeah, you probably touched it and didn't realize.
Hey, there you
There,
go.
yeah,
Thank you.
that a girl.
Sorry about that, Mary.
You made her a star for a moment. So anyway, we're back to you. Go ahead. It's your turn. Go for it. Thank you so much for sharing your time.
Right. Okay. Well,
Hi,
I
Sharon.
was just going to do some bits with these because I have heard a rumor that we may get some action on these. They may be available. So we've got Mummy there.
Hi, Anne. Yes, that's what we're here for, to show that
And the twins. Oops.
there's a rumor out and about that these will be in the shop fairly soon. We don't have a date yet, but we know someone who will let us know when they stop. And these are the hairy violets.
I have now got the ability to put them in something flat so they won't get quite so crushed as they have been, because I've got a nice A3 size folder.
Yeah, it's very helpful, isn't it?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yep.
Makes a lot of difference.
And the trick I've learned is when I store my stencils, Mariah and Brad put the sheet in there saying what the stencil is, the artist, blah blah blah, the information sheet, and I
Yeah.
always keep that with my stencil. So I'm trying to learn the names better and know which ones I really, really like.
Yes. I need to learn the names better, but I'm so bad at names and
Yeah.
things. I don't remember people's names. Never mind stencils. I don't
Fran,
remember the names I give my stencils either. So,
except for the Hairy Violets. For some reason, you seem to remember that one.
yeah, yeah, definitely do.
Um, Sharon says, Fran, I made it.
Hello, Sharon.
She's here. All right, let me move these.
Well, you'll have to look back at the beginning. There's one moment, there's one small comment I made of something you might be interested in. That I was talking to you about something, but that's it really. Nothing huge. Right, so let's have some paint on here. Let's get going. So I've got some various colours down here, and I thought it might be nice. Oh, there's everything falling on the floor. To use some colours that are easier to get hold of than the Ujima the golden. So I've got the various colours of these. Should have some nice violets somewhere. So there's one. Nice violet. That would be nice. Those would go together quite well.
Hi, Debsy. If I
So
didn't
let's
say
have a look
hi
at those.
before,
And I've got
Mary
gold
Mary
somewhere.
Ellen. Said hi to Mary Ellen. Said hi to Anne. Said hi to Sharon. I say hi to Sharon and Debbie. Debbie Bunyard. I think I said that correctly. Hi. Candy, thank you. That's for the direct to go look at Carrie's. That's a good idea.
And I've got that there as well. But I want to get at roller. That's better. Right, let's do some hairy violets. Cool, that's got quite a smell, that paint. It's quite giving
No,
with its
you could see my
flavours.
hair. It's very similar. I don't have little beady bods at the ends of my hair strands, but yes, we are. We are live Saturday. Thank you, Sharon. I knew that. I've got my computer. I've got to go do updates on it, but I have plenty of time. What color purple is that?
That is this one, which is Oriental Violet, number 21, Pabeo Studio Acrylics, high viscosity, transparent. Woohoo! Somewhat. So let's have a divvy wivvy with that.
I'll be there, Sharon. I'll be with you Saturday.
I've just got to go and get some paper. It's right behind me. I didn't have room for it over here.
Okay. Hi, Barbara.
Nice one.
I thought I was going to be gone next week and have to miss more of Fran's streams because I was going to go on a overnight road trip with husband again, but we're not sure yet that he's even going now. So maybe I'll just stay home and do some. Husband is gone. Let's clean things up.
Let's get some detail.
Paula says she's not a fan of Pabeo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I just dropped something.
Why? It's
I was
not
looking
your
for something else. This is not going to pick up a lot. We know that. Because it's the first one down, so no worries.
Yep. That when sometimes he has to do an overnight, um, or like, especially now that he's soft retired and he's working from home every day, he's underfoot. He's usually sitting on the sofa right behind me, and
Actually,
there's
not bad.
not bad at
That's
all. I like that
bad at
color.
all. I mean, that's not quite a nice pabeo, actually. Sorry about that, Paula. Was it Paula who said she didn't like it?
She says she finds it very watery.
Well, that isn't watery. That's high viscosity. Maybe that's the thing you ought to look for, high viscosity. Maybe. Now
Mm-hmm.
then, let's have a go with a bit of this. This is Dalarownie Metallic Green. So we're using all the same type of paints. Oops. And we're also smudging it everywhere. Didn't mean to do that. So we're using quite a lot of paint. Didn't mean to.
That one looks really nice. That looks very metallic, very shimmery.
Yeah, it is.
That Barbara, when I have the house to myself, I don't make big messes. I clean. I clean and do very little.
He is determined to escape that one.
Yes, he is. Well, realize that they're sticking directly to the plate, right? Not there's no paint underneath them.
Yeah, and they're sticking to the brayer as well.
Yes.
Right, let's just leave that there, and I'll lean over and get the thingamy. I ought to have it closer, but it's not. So put some on the floor. Right behind me. Easier to reach then. There's another one of those. I fancy this one is going to keep on lifting. I'll do it with just half
Who was
that
it?
paper.
Yolande said she spilled a bunch of beads and she stuck a nylon
Sorry.
whatever to her vacuum cleaner and sucked them all up that way.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I had the headphones off.
Yeah, I figured you did. It wasn't for you anyway. I was answering chat.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
good. You just keep doing you.
Right, pair of Sky's oars.
That was a lot of paint for tissue paper.
Yeah, I know. It's me. What do you expect? I'm used to putting the other stuff on, and I'm now using thick stuff, and it's just going everywhere. I'm mad with paint. That's why I'm called Mad Frankie.
No,
Unless it's that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I quite like that.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah, you're getting okay. Now throw in some. Ooh. Okay. Now next layer would be red. A red. No.
Didn't get a red out. Let me see what we got in
How
red.
about copper?
Just a moment. See what I've got down here. Oh, there's the reds. What have we got in there?
Mary Ellen, I'm the same. I have no problem with him sitting on the sofa all day. Yesterday morning, he fielded work calls all day on the phone. So he was either on the sofa behind me or on his computer to the right of me.
Burnt orange or Napsol Red Deep?
I like
I
the
don't
red.
think I like that. Burnt orange?
You want the orange?
Oh, I could try the red. Look, let's try the Napsol Red.
Well,
We're here. We're only playing. Doesn't matter.
Debson says, what a lovely streak, aurora-like background behind the hairy violets. And that's where my mind was going. It's like the aurora. So what's missing? Oh, a green or a yellow. Ooh.
A yellow might have been all right, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Too late now. I've done the red now.
Too late. Well, next.
Too late.
Nicolazo gold or a naphtha yellow.
Well, Nicolazo gold or Napsol yellow would have to be golden. I don't have them in anything else. But as you can see, I've got the Liquitex heavy body quinacridone burnt orange.
Okay, we can go with that. I think he did it again.
And he got his twin brother to join him.
Yeah, their children are being
very obstreperous.
There's one of them words again.
Naughty.
Why didn't you just
awkward and naughty? Oh, I like the word obstreperous.
Yeah, don't roll it. Beat them down.
Right, let's see if we can get something else now. It's right behind me, so I shouldn't have to lean so far. What we got down there?
I like it too. It's a good word. Say it again, Fran.
Obstreperous.
Obstreperous.
My dad used to say things like that to me. It's all his fault. He's the wordy one.
Yeah.
You're being very obstreperous. Stop it. Okay. Whoops.
There you go.
I've got that nice titanium buff deep, which I put there because I thought it might be nice. Let's pull this up because it's starting to wrinkle and I don't want it to. So let's pull that up.
Oh,
that's not bad.
The red really
that's quite interesting.
The red.
It really went to town with the red.
Yeah, it really stole the whole.
But they're still there. I keep thinking it's such a good print that it's almost like it's pulled up the stencil, but it hasn't. They're still down there.
Grab it.
Amazingly.
And pull up some more of that red.
Yeah. Well, I could put a bit of... No, that would make it pink. Oh, no, I mustn't do that. I could put some gold down there.
No,
just let me cut this first. Because then I can have the other sheet of paper
left down there that you could just pull it?
Yeah, probably. I'll give it a go. Hang on. Then I can put some gold on.
Obstropodopoulos.
What?
Paula says Obstropodopoulos. I don't know what it means or why, but it was fun to say.
Obstreperous.
No, Eddie said, hi, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie says, my teachers in high school used obstreperous a lot. I wonder why.
Yeah. I wonder.
Wow.
I'm using my doorknob because I can't actually see any of the other. I know they're around. I've been seeing them recently. Both my other. Well, another one's over there, isn't it? I don't know. I can't find any other. Breyers, Barons.
Your gel plating products have been displaced.
Shifted out the way while I've been playing with other things. Yeah.
So
it happens. It happens.
Debsy says, speaking of color, I left a tail of wool for quinacridone burnt orange lovers at Makers today.
All right. Oh. Which make? Any particular make? Does it make a difference?
Well, we'll have to. She said she tagged Queen P in it, but you'll have to get over to Makers and do some reading, dear.
Yeah, I will. I will. That isn't too bad either. Look at that. That's got quite a bit of the nice shiny.
Yeah. Now, see, I like that one.
Green
That one pulled up that purple and yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Lovely.
Out near clean to plate.
Shows his monocle. Lovely. Superb. Headache. Now, let's do a bit with this. I want to do a bit with this. I haven't used it for so long.
Ooh.
And I might add some of the orange as well.
It's not matching the. I don't know what you mean, Paula. The video is not matching the chat. Is that what you mean?
Well, if that's the case, then press live.
Yeah. Yeah, not the least bit murdery. It really went well. The red, other than it was quite heavy, red, quite a bit. Oh, see, he jumped. I saw him.
Yeah. He's trying to escape. Ah!
Oh, you'll laugh when I tell you what I did. I had too much coffee yesterday, and Russ is like, and late in the day, he's like, "You drinking more coffee?" Yeah, I feel like it. Is that okay? And he said, "Well, you're
And he
gonna
said,
be up late," and I'm like, "So who cares?" I was just in a
Bolshy mood.
well, I wasn't grouchy, just smart alecky. I just frustrated because I knew I wanted to do those. I kept going back over to the gel plate. But anyway, he was right. I fell asleep about 9:30 and woke up about 2:30, and I was done.
Uh-huh. I didn't say, I said bolshy. I don't know.
Oh, bullshit. I thought you said grouchy.
No, bolshy. You know, I'm going to do this, so there.
Yeah, that's the attitude
And
I
you did.
have. And yeah, too much coffee. And so anyway, I get up in the middle of the night, sneak down here to the dining room table where I have my gel plate set up, and I think I've got a color in mind. I'm going to put this color down. So I put the colors down, and I'm like, well, these are really beating up. They're what I think Robin McClendon or somebody calls them blooming when they beat up or not very kind of like
Not a lot of definition.
yeah. So anyway, I put it down and I'm like, it's not reacting right. What maybe I'm asleep. Just pull it and get it over with. So I go to pull it and I come to find out that my gel plate was left on the table, and I put the little acetate sheet that comes in the package to protect it. I had put that over the gel plate so that it wouldn't be exposed, and I forgot to take it off.
What sort of print did you get? Can we see?
Oh,
Be fun. I'm sorry. I'm going to use a bit of golden because I want something with more liquid. Without too much.
I don't know where it is. I don't know which one specifically it is. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on. I know it was so. I got done, and I'm like, this is a moment when it's okay if I say you're such an idiot. And I thought, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. Fran's voice is in my head, so I just threw the acetate in the sink and rinsed it off really well and went back to bed. I didn't get back to sleep till like 7 in the morning. I heard him get up and take a shower and head off to work, and it was like, yeah, now I can sleep. Things happen, right? You get up in the middle of the night, take your brain cells with you.
Yeah. I'll certainly try to get them to join in a bit.
Yeah, that's a great green. That is a really great green.
That's that fluorescent one. I'm just trying to pep this up a bit.
Yeah, thanks, Paula. I practice safe gel plating.
Yes, well. I'm not saying nothing.
I don't know which one of those pulls it was. It's probably in that stack that I showed you earlier. I had attitude yesterday. I just drank too much coffee and it lit a fire under me, and I just had attitude. Yeah, brain cells. Hi, Ricky. Welcome.
Hi, Ricky. Did I say hello to Sharon? Hello, Sharon.
Yep, she's got some brain cells going there with what she's got coming up this week. So she better be prepared Saturday because I'm going to have my computer set up and ready to go to hang with her. We haven't hung together for a while.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already seeing some good color.
Yeah, well, that's from underneath these. I think I might have to take those up.
About time, huh?
Yeah, I think so. They're getting gooey.
But I like this pull.
It's got something, hasn't it? It's pulled up some of that red from underneath. Oh, that's rather nice, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Like that.
I can get attitude, Sharon. Not very often. It's exhausting. It's very exhausting emotionally for me to maintain attitude. I mean, if I get angry about something, I spit it out and I'm done. Okay, that's enough. I'm done. I'm no fun. Oh, look at the color underneath. Your camera is off a little bit. I can't see the bottom.
Probably knocked it. Sorry.
Yeah. Gremlins again. Paula says her husband just found some hand lotion in the fridge. She's the queen of storage.
Right. Well, I'm going to wipe that bit there that is getting on my wick.
Yeah, something murdery going on. That's beautiful what came out underneath.
Right, I'm going to leave that to dry because that's quite squelchy, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Plus the stuffers themselves are now seasoned well.
Yeah. So I've got to take my headset off because I've got to swap plates, and it's right over there. Wait a minute. On that there. Get up. Try not to pull the chair over like I did last time.
Yeah, I don't do angry well. It's like, really? If you can't see that what you're doing is just wrong, you're not going to pay any attention to me being angry about it. So I just save my energy, go wander off and do my good stuff. I don't have time to be raising and teaching adult children. But yeah, he would never, my husband would never think it was funny. If I was mad, he better not laugh. I'm just saying. Was that the protective coating?
Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, was that the protective coating you just pulled off?
That was the sheet, the paper.
That is very nice right there.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd just put it away. I thought I'd use it as a top sheet. Woohoo! Why not? Now, I was thinking that I might, not that one, this one maybe.
Oh.
It's also got the cat there, but the cat is not in tune, but the cat's from a different set anyway. It's from the robot set.
Yep, Martha, I have an outlet, therapy outlet. Yep. A lot of times, all it takes is for me to get out some Elmer's glue and some torn papers and just slap them down on a piece of cardboard or something and just sit there and glue, paste and glue, like I'm doing paper mache flat version. Just tear papers and glue them down and make a master board, and then I can come back and color and paint them. Sometimes that's all I need to feel better.
I've got bits of the dog joining in down there.
Rufus.
Yeah, Beast is joining in.
What color are you going to use?
Well, I was thinking of the gold actually, but
okay.
See what happens. Where's my gold? There it is. Start with the gold. Put it down. See, I did start with the purple on the last one. That's why it says there was purple underneath.
Yeah. Oh, another way to get out frustrations and angry is go to YouTube and look for Body Groove. It's a form of dance exercise, which I used to love to dance. And I bought if you see the scarves that Mariah and P wore the other day, they're nice, light, wrap around your neck scarves. I can pick up a few of those from the Dollar Tree, the dollar store. And what I do is I grab an end in each hand and I watch Body Groove and I follow along using the scarf to keep my hands connected and fling my arms all over, fling my legs all over, kick. And it's a good video to watch just to get my body moving if you can. I don't think Sharon should do it. She has too much pain. We gotta get
I'm just going to lift that up.
camera arm.
What? What?
We got to get you a new camera arm. That one's too loose.
Yeah. Wiggly. It wasn't a great investment, that one. I should have just got the same sort as I had before. But you keep hoping that it's going to be better and you're going to be able to move it more because the other one didn't move very much. You need to do some research into what's available, I guess.
Glue therapy, yes.
Woohoo!
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
So now I'm going to pull that off.
Well, Linda, find a video on YouTube called Body Groove. And you'll pace and pace and pace and now there you go.
I think that might be Mummy, actually. It might not actually be him. Might be Mummy.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it's not that one either.
Think maybe it moved, it squished.
Well, that one.
That one.
It's
that one.
I'm not bothered about the cats so much because I'm not using the cats at the moment, but I can put this one in.
Put the painted side down so it sticks better.
Yeah, doing. And I'm going to put Grandpa right across there anyway. If I want to. Oops, don't you do that. Hey, you rotten little bit of paper. Stay. So that one goes, yeah, that way round. And this one, which wasn't used before, or is it a different one? No, it's got to be this one. I want to put another one in as well. I think we'd better put Mummy in there.
I've done yoga and Pilates, Sharon, but
Daddy's head in.
And I did a lot of, back in the day, I did a lot of Richard Simmons Sweating to the Oldies 1. Lost a lot of weight doing that one. But, yeah, my body doesn't, I have to watch out for balance and everything now. So Body Groove lets me move whichever way I want or whichever way I can. And if you do, I don't join Body Groove. I just watch the short videos, like 3 minutes, and that's usually enough for me. So Miriam wants to know if you have a title as print trainer.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you.
Print trainer.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, and Martha does Zumba. My neighbor teaches Zumba in the area. Beth, I do And red cabbage is great in coleslaw. I think it's a little tangier than green cabbage, but I like it.
This conversation is so diverse. I don't know what you're all on about.
Yeah, you just do your painting. I'm asking questions over there. Fran said, "Stay to the paper." So Miriam said, Fran said, "Stay to the paper," and she said,
Did I?
So back up there, she says, "Did you have a title as print trainer?"
Well, probably.
You
If I
could.
didn't, I have now.
Yeah. And I need to know
Print
what
trainer is here.
Yeah, what red is that again?
There's two. Oh, heck. There's the Naphthol Red Deep, and there's the quinacridone Burnt Orange. Look, will you stop lifting, you beastly little stencil? See if I can train it properly. Train. Stay there. Look, add some colour. Now stay there. That's better. This one wants a bit of colour as well. You want some colour down there?
Fran,
You can stay down there.
Ooh. You want
That's better. Oh, no, it isn't.
Dance out some frustrations?
Can't get all of those up. Oh, dearie me. You obstinate little beggar. It helps if you've got blinking paint down. Just trying to get this one to move. Oh, it's probably drying way too fast now. Let's use the other side of this in a hurry.
Okay. So the other one I remember was Tadeo, but I didn't write down Tadeo. The purple one.
Yep, it was Oriental Violet. Number 21.
Yeah, but
it's quite a good one.
The high viscosity.
Yes. Transparent and high viscosity. Doesn't say how transparent. I don't know how you're supposed to tell.
It was a bit.
Oh, now this is looking quite intriguing.
Now that's different.
Not very well trained stencils, but that's quite intriguing. I like that. And I just put it, really. Some of them, a couple of them are lined up, but the others weren't the same size stencils. I've obviously used them somewhere else, the other ones that were in that printy thing.
Yeah.
The mask, the surrounds, the other bits. So then I put it down on top of the gold one we'd already pulled, but I put it down any old how with no idea as to where it's going to go. And it actually lined up quite well with the edges. So that's amazing. So even though the things like the cats are not there, they're sort of superimposed, as it were.
Yeah.
So, but it's working. It's working rather nicely. I like that.
Mariah has a question. Is that a Dyna Pabeo paint? Oh, I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's just a matte paint, that one. This one is a Dyna. That's the iridescent green yellow, but I haven't used that yet. I was going to, but then I thought I wanted more liquid, so I used the fluorescent green golden. And I did use before that the metallic green, which is the Dalerone graduate acrylic. Right? In fact, I might use some of that now. I might use a bit of that and some of the fluorescent, because look at the mess.
Did you catch that, Mariah?
Don't you dare try and join in just now. No.
Yeah, she says that's the green we have. They have. Okay.
I want to liquidize it a bit more. I could use high flow medium to liquidize it a bit more, but that kind of spoils the point. I was trying to use things that might be more accessible to people than the golden paints, you see. And I'm sorry I gave in and used the fluorescent, but you can get fluorescents in other paints. In fact, I had some up there.
Doesn't Arteza have some? I think so. Yesterday I made a tomato feta cheese and ricotta cheese galette. I was telling you about it, Fran. Came out really,
Yeah.
yep, really well.
Yeah.
I love
We're
that.
on the. Sorry.
Hmm.
We're on the ratatouille at the moment. I had a lovely bowl of ratatouille last night.
Ooh, Ian, make it.
Yeah. He's
Hmm.
good at the ratatouille. And I think he's liking his new chair because he was lying in it and I couldn't see him. Normally I can see his head when he's doing things in his chair, but he's put that chair out in the overhang now. That's gone.
Is
Don't
that
like that one
is
now.
that the recliner you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's got his chair reclines. It's a new office gaming
Oh,
chair.
because the other day you
And
said
he's loving it.
he fell asleep in the recliner and you fell asleep in the other chair. So
Yeah. Yeah. But not this one. This one only arrived last night. So he's
okay.
just getting used
Okay,
to it.
Mariah. Mariah has to go off and get Izzy. It's
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wow. Where'd it
Oh,
go?
that's quite intense.
Yeah. Where'd it go? See, now I know those stencils are getting seasoned because none of them pulled up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it's a bit gooey here where that sort of squidged out
Yeah.
on the edge, but
Where'd
not
all
bad at all. That'll dry nicely and that'll have some texture, I reckon. I'm going to cut that so I can have the other bit of paper.
Yeah, they were great colors, weren't they?
The
But they got,
fluorescent.
I think that iridescent soaked up the
And it's also having the red in the background, I think, that really helps.
yeah. But it kind of buried the fluorescent, didn't it? Kind of overpowered it.
Well, not
Not bad.
really. Look. You've got some
Oh,
smudge.
it's still there.
Of it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we got a nice little bit of colour from it. I like that. Anyway, we've got another sheet there now, and what we're going to do with this. Somebody said something about yellow.
Mm-hmm.
How about an Amsterdam yellow? Azo yellow deep. Haven't used that for a while. Why not?
What's the purple vegetable that I love? What's the
Aubergine.
Yeah, but it has another name. Eggplant. Eggplant.
Eggplant, yes.
Eggplant.
Eggplant purple, yeah.
Yeah, I love the eggplant. The acorn squash I haven't quite got. Yeah, I love eggplant. The acorn squash I haven't quite got to yumminess yet. My mom used to love it. I love spaghetti squash and um, there's one called delicata. I can't describe it. That I want to try and I can't. I haven't found it yet. It's frustrating because when we lived in South Carolina, we would get fresh veggies and
We used to grow a really nice round one. It was called, I think it was called Golden Ball.
butternut squash.
And
I
it
like
was,
that.
it was really more fibrous-y and drier than normal courgettes.
Uh-oh. Crafter lunch.
That's just a brayer falling out on the floor. That's all right.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Eddie, it is. See, that's what I heard, and so I'm still watching for it. But we only shop 2 places for veggies. Oh, that's
fearsome. That is fearsome. not my taste at all, but we'll add a bit of green
I
and
would
see what
set that
happens.
aside and say it's not done yet. I would throw a red or a purple in there. Before we went on our last road trip to for our anniversary, I made a batch of cranberry. Yep, you pulled it up. Cranberry muffins, and the recipe came from an Alaskan Alaskan website that I've had for like 15 years or so. So I've made these muffins, and it uses brown sugar. And I had no brown sugar, and I'm like, but I know you can make your own brown sugar. So I did, and it came out delicious. Nice.
Lovely.
Eddie, I'm going to look you up if I ever find any. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, and I used up, Wisconsin is like one of the top producers in the country for cranberries. A lot of cranberry bogs. And
it's really mean of you to keep talking about food, but we're going out on Friday. We're going out on Friday. We'll be able to eat lovely things, even me.
Oh, it's nobody's birthday or anniversary? Why?
No, but we've got a coupon for when he retired.
Oh,
you see, so we've got to use it up.
Yeah. Way to go.
He's been wanting to use it for a while.
Excellent. I expect pictures. I like these colors here.
You'll get them.
I like that now.
That's nicer, isn't it? It's got more bits with it. Yes. Lovely. I think I might put a bit more red down,
Yes, delicata is a wash. But anyway, cranberries. I was making the cranberry muffins, and I ran out of cranberries. But I had gone to Aldi's, and during certain seasons, Aldi sells these beautiful specialty cherries in a jar. They're just good. They're not maraschino. They're just really good cherries. So I tend to grab half a dozen jars because cherries are good for you and they help you sleep. Or they help some people.
Do they?
Yeah, well, they don't work well on me.
Cherries are one of the few fruits I'm allowed, really. I mean, I eat other fruits even though I'm not really allowed them. But cherries are ones that I'm actually allowed. Because they're slow digesting, because they're fibrous.
Oh, good to know.
So they're a better glycemic index than most.
So they say, you have a lot of paint, that's why they're moving. So they say cherries are good. I think cherries and pistachios are two things that have something in them that are good to help promote sleep.
Oh, really?
So I
didn't know that about pistachios.
So I put cherries in the muffin. So that's what we took on our road trip. Cherries with homemade brown sugar, and they were delicious. Where, Fran? Oh, the restaurant?
Huh? Oh, Miller and Carter's. You probably wouldn't know about it. It's fairly new in the last 4 or 5 years.
And you'll
But the restaurant chain is been around a while. We just didn't have one here, but now we have. Sorry, Uber.
Taxi. You'll taxi there?
Yeah, taxi. Yeah, booked already.
Good. That's a good
bottle of wine. Yes. Glass of gin. Yes.
And what kind of food?
Lobster, if I can get it.
Atta girl.
Last time I went there, I asked for, have they got any or just fruit with nothing else, just on their own, and they gave me a bowl of fruit for free. Doesn't happen very often though. So it was my birthday at the time, so because the waitress wanted to do what she normally does when it's somebody's birthday, and that was to write "Happy Birthday" in sugary sauce on a plate,
Oh, and you
and then
can.
you put the food in the middle, and I can't have that. So she
Yeah.
was a bit upset. She gave me the thingamies for free. I thought, way
Well, it can be
lovely.
then, can it? Do they check?
They might. No, it's my husband's retirement. They can give us something for a retirement, can't they?
Well, I
Uh oh,
hope so.
it's starting to stick.
Yeah, you can't leave those sick, can you? You
No,
have to spray
I'm
around.
going to have to get them up and take them off before they stick to this bit of paper. Oh my, which they are trying to do.
One of the prints I showed you earlier, the stencil stuck in one little area and it pulled the paper up
Yeah.
and I couldn't put it back down. Oh,
Uh-huh.
and because I left it on too long and it wanted to dry to the stencil. It's
Yeah.
okay if it sticks to the plate and stays there, but not the
Yeah,
stencil.
it won't do that. It just wants to join in with everything else. Come on, give in. Come up.
Eddie says he'll have to send you his pic with a lobster. It's right before he split it in half and threw it on the grill.
Oh.
I used to have to cook frog legs. My ex-husband would go out gigging and bring home frog legs. There's a trick to cooking frog legs. If you throw them in the skillet, they will pop out. They will jump around. There's a tendon. There's a tendon in the legs, and you have to clip that tendon so that they won't do that. They won't jump around because as it cooks, it moves, and that's a
tendon tighten. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is tearing the paper now. Oh.
Frog legs are not good. I don't know. I never ate one. I just cooked them. The same as turtle. His dad would they would trap turtles. He and his brothers. The family was all outdoors. They were outdoors people. They were country folks. I mean, rustic, really. But anyway, his dad and I remember his brother would turtle trap and brought home a giant turtle snapper, and they cooked it up. Turtle soup. His dad loved turtle soup.
I'm going to have to cut some new stencils, I think. These are becoming welded to the paper. So I can clean the stencil off.
Sharon, they were in a pond that they were in a private pond, and the turtles were so big it took almost 2 guys to haul it out. That's because they were feeding well, and so the fishing in the pond was not so great, which is not what they wanted, but you just have to understand nature. So it was like culling or whatever. Did you get them all off?
Well, this one tore quite a bit, as you can see.
That's what happened to mine.
But the others aren't too bad. Oh, well, we've got, oh, look at that. That one looks like it's the only one that's stuck down. It isn't, because it came up too, but it looks like it's down there.
Yep, I've cooked rabbit. I've cooked squirrel. I've cooked pheasant, all wild and gamey. I've cooked venison. I have a recipe for delicious venison jerky. Now what are you going to do? Let it dry?
That's going to have to dry, yeah. And then I'll put something over it and pull it. I don't know what yet. Probably a bit more green, because I like the green tinges in it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the other one's doing. The other one will still be too wet to do anything with, but I'll test it and I'll get another plate. How close are we? Oh, 9:07. Perhaps I shouldn't get another plate.
Nope, you're
Perhaps
done.
I should say that's it. Yeah, I think so. My back's telling me I'm done. So there we are, hairy violets. We've got some hairy violets and even a violet. I love that. Oh, dear. So the hairy violets.
I feel like Anne's idea of coloring them and stickers. So I made.
Yeah, well, I did do some of those, didn't I? I colored some of them. Let me get rid of this first. I did color some.
Find the recipe. I'll message it to you. It's a really good recipe. You need a dehydrator though.
Where did it go? Did I pull them all out? I thought I pulled them all out. Oh, there they are. No, that's the other thing.
Well, and frog legs, I've been told, taste like chicken.
So that people say. Well, they've always said that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I actually did
Yeah.
it, but
I've not done gator and I've not done rattlesnake, and if there's anywhere you can, you know what? I used to throw a quarter deer up on the kitchen table while he was at work, and I would butcher it out. And the scraps I would set off to the side for the jerky. So if you know anyone, look at, they're beautiful, aren't they? Aren't they just so cool?
oh, there's a little one. I was wondering where it had gone. There's two more little ones. That's not one of them.
They're breeding while you're not.
Yep. So,
Look at
Grandpa has Grandma to go with, but Grandma hasn't been turned into a stencil yet. She's still just a sketch. So I'll get that sorted, and that'll be that. So you could either do Grandma and Grandpa separately and just do the family, or wait till I get Grandma up, which won't be today, but might be tomorrow.
Maybe.
I've got something to do while I'm waiting for my medical appointment by phone. There we are. I quite like that one. It turned out really nice, Grandpa.
Because, or you get the credit because you're the one that said stickers, and then Fran went off on a coloring spree. Really beautiful.
Yep. This is with the stickers idea. That didn't work so well. It was the first one because I thought I was using the word for going into particles. Can't remember. For watercolors, the ones that go into particles, particulate. And of course, I added a bit more water to make it do it a bit more. And of course, it flooded all over the place. It wasn't staying in.
Yeah.
So that's why that one was funny. But these turned out quite nice.
Those are the ones you use, the Spectrum Noir pens.
Yep, I did.
The colors are so vibrant and beautiful. And the other ones, I can't remember the other ones you use, the Spectrum Noir and
some of the fluorescent watercolors, because this one's actually sparkly. That's a fluorescent watercolor.
Because I remember you colored some of these on stream.
Yep. And I used those new watercolors of mine, the ones with the sparkly bits in.
Yes, she had the bricks. Yes.
Like that one's sparkly. Same sort of sparkly as this bit. Yeah. It was from Nibs Pens and Ink, I think.
Yep.
It was either from her or from Katie.
Katie,
you remember?
Was the other one. Yeah. I would go back and find the video. Yeah.
Inklings. That was Katie. Inklings by Katie on Etsy.
You did a great job. I mean, how could you, the nose, I mean, you just took the nose and it's not just the ones that are facing forward. You gave them colorful noses. Hi, Carla.
That's their beak, you know.
Okay.
That's their beak. That's the nose bit at the top of the beak. And that's where the tongue comes out and goes.
That go?
Possibly.
Yes. Turtles. They're mean and they're aggressive and they take over the pond. But anyway, and I love pelicans. You know I love pelicans, so I love that beak. And here's the thing I learned about pelicans. They go through a phase where they get a bump on their nose. Who was I talking to?
Yeah.
Who was I talking to about this? Colleen,
wasn't me.
About the bump on their nose. Oh, Evie. And they get a bump on their nose. Well, both genders get a bump on their nose during mating season.
Right.
And you'll see that big knobby thing sticking off their beak. And when mating season is over, whenever they've gone through that phase, they fall off. Those thingies fall off.
Uh-huh.
So but it's either both genders. It's not just the male or just the female or whatever. It's both genders.
This was actually modelled partly on a spoonbill, which is where the beak comes from,
Yeah.
and partly on a
Words are hard.
emu, partly on an emu, and partly on a peacock. Only I didn't lose the colour. So it's a combination of 3 birds, really.
And here I thought they were based on that picture I sent you of me.
Well, there is a little bit of that in there. Well, time to say bye-bye, I'm afraid. Are you coming back at all, or are you just going to sit there?
Oh, I'll come back. And the funny thing is now I realize that when I gave you that the image you had, where did you get that? Because all I said was I was cutting his hair and I had hair all over me, and somehow, even with your
in my head, it just went, oh, look, hairy violet, because I was doing something with these at the time you said it. You see, I was colouring or cutting or something with them, and you said hairy violet, and I thought, there you go, hairy violets.
You did great. You did great. I mean, we have to go back to, we have to revisit that you have aphantasia, and all I did was give you a verbal image, and you look what you did with it. I'm just saying.
Well, there we go. It just says that, it just shows that it's not a disability. It's just a different way of thinking.
It's a human. What did we read in that article I sent you? It's just a human experience. It just is. It's not any sort of disability.
There was another thing on aphantasia that I was doing a survey on, and it asked lots of questions about how you visualize in your head. They didn't say visualize. How you communicate in your head about things to yourself, and they were asking all the right questions, because they're saying things like, do you agree, disagree, strongly agree, all that stuff.
Right.
And the questions were things like, do you talk to yourself in your head? It's like, yes. Are they in full sentences, or is it just a word or two? I said, no, full sentences. Yes. For me, it's more like I'm having a play in my head. Yeah. I'm at the theatre and I'm playing all the parts.
But you don't see the parts.
I don't see it. It's all in the back of my head, but I can hear the words. Sort of not exactly literally here, but I visualize the words. I visualize in whole sentences. That's why I love words, you see. Maybe it's something to do with that.
That's terrific.
Yeah. So anyway, that's enough for now. Let's say night night.
Thank you.
And then I've got to walk over all the pictures.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the fun conversation that Fran has no idea what we're talking about, and we will see you Friday. I don't know what we're doing. Will we be here Friday, Fran?
No, because we're going out Friday.
That's right.
We will be here next on Monday. It's Magpie Monday on Monday.
Because if
I'll be doing things
Friday,
with bits.
She might not be sober enough to do anything, and that would not be a good picture.
Well, the thing is, we'll have gone before the time for the live starts. We'll have already gone. We'll be already starting. You know, no chance. No, the taxi would have already come and taken us away.
Thank you, everyone. And like Ann says, everyone be well. I hope you have. Trish and Evie weren't here, and I worry about them. So, but I know they're good. They're good. We're good. So we.
Can you just imagine? You sit there. You're about to say hello, and you go, ah! Look at those hands. There you go. Bye, bye, everybody. Bye, bye.